the Gamestorm Magic Podcast. Brian was not ready for that.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Started real quick.
Tom Denby,
Mike Moffat.
what's your name?
Oh, you already
You're an idiot.
introduced me, so...
All right,
Brian.
idiot.
Dan Organ.
Dan.
Idiot and Dan.
Get off your phone. I was about to talk shit to you from, so.
Oh, I
okay.
was too.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't ready.
Look at this. We got 2 mics now.
Yeah, look at us. We're like a real podcast.
Do you guys want to know where this mic came from? Came from the dumpster from the high school I used to go to.
That's classy.
Yeah.
Don't put it anywhere near your mouth.
He's already had
No,
it
no,
in
no.
his mouth
Oh, you
today.
I cleaned it. Don't worry.
With his mouth.
Yeah.
gotta clean this off. No, it was actually like in a box in a dumpster full of like other stuff.
Yeah, okay. He was diving, obviously.
Well, my friend found it.
Yeah,
Oh, that
his
was a
friend.
friend.
No, seriously. Thanks to Mason.
Yeah, who's
Saker.
Mason?
Yeah.
Mason
That's
Saker.
the most
See a raccoon.
fake name I've ever heard in my life.
No, he's my coworker.
I have a friend named Ultimus.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about Modern Horizons.
Yeah, crazy set.
Yes.
A lot
So-
of fun.
A lot of fun. I did my first limited with it last night, actually, over at my buddy Mike's house, Mike Dowling. Shout out Mike Dowling.
I've done a couple, and
Moving in with Mike Dowling in 2 weeks, by the way. Got a new place.
there you go.
Yep. Not living in my mom's living room anymore. Done with that shit. So, yeah.
You'll miss the couch.
Yeah, I will.
I don't think you will.
No, I won't. Not at all. Mike. But Modern Horizons has really bolstered the format. You know, how about Hogak? What do you guys think of that deck? The new Bridgevine deck?
Ridiculous. Turn
It's
2
so
Olga.
stupid.
Okay, so when I first saw him
lines.
printed, I thought he was just cool, and that was it.
Yeah, I
didn't
thought it
think
was
he
like,
gonna be
oh,
that
this is a
great.
cool like commander
And,
card.
Yeah, it turns out he is actually busted.
Actually
So-
insane, yeah.
Yeah, like that
And
turn,
like-
the turn 3 combo with Altar of Dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like even just getting access to something like Carrion Feeder again too.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So, what other cards in this set do you think are going to make the most impact on the
Force of
format?
Negation.
Force Negation was the one that obviously springs to mind first. It just really is the most anti-combo card in Modern now. You know, they kind of gave us like a fixed Force of Will in that regard. So,
I mean, I'm a Timmy. I want to see Urza do some stuff.
I mean, Urza's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I want to see
Urza's
some
sweet, but I
stupid
don't know if
combo.
it'll have much impact on anything. Like,
It's probably more of an EDH card.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is
I mean,
also
it
EDH
does-
Horizons, just so you guys know. So
Yeah.
It does make Sword of the Meek deck go infinite.
That's true.
So like if they get that out with Sword of the Meek and Thopter Foundry, they're just going infinite with it because
Yeah.
they're just going to keep making mana and then keep sacking, make infinite Thopters and gain infinite life.
You know what's another card I'm real excited for is Mox Tantalite.
get out of
I
here.
love that card.
That card's
I don't
actually
care.
insane.
Yeah,
Like-
EDH,
says.
yes.
Yeah.
No, in,
No.
in Modern.
I'll say
Because
Modern
here's
as
the
well.
thing. Even if you just suspend it on turn 0, you just combo on turn 3 when it comes down. You just have a free Mox.
But it
Or
it has to be turn 1, otherwise it's like meh.
Or if on turn
Exactly,
3 you
like,
play your,
You're
what's
gonna
that
draw it on
enchantment?
turn 4 and hate your
As foretold.
As foretold.
So you're already playing,
Well, yeah,
if you're
that's
playing,
really good.
that's what I'm saying, like, you're already playing an As Foretold build with, like, what is it, Living End and
Yeah, the
Ancestral
Living End.
Visions.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you
balance.
just play a Mox that you can play through it?
Well, yeah, like, and that's if you get your As Foretold online. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there on turn 4
You don't think
drawing
Ad
a Mox
Nauseam wants that
You're
card
going to
either?
draw a Mox Tantalite on turn 4, and you might as well rip it. Because
Well,
it's, like, it
I mean,
means
if you're,
nothing
yeah,
at that point.
if you're on turn 4, you're probably not winning with that deck anyway.
Chaos Orb.
Turn 5.
Confetti Orb.
Easy.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be good, but I like some of the slivers they print. Some of those,
does-
Some of
they
them are
have-
good.
The
both
Flying
of
Haste
the red
one.
white ones, the Flying Haste
It's
and
absurd.
the like mini Lightning Helix sliver
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that you can Coco in.
Yeah.
And then you can get mana webs in there and just produce a bunch of mana at instant speed and just drop your hand.
I mean,
I was watching Marin do it earlier today.
oh well,
It's
I mean that
absurd.
works too. Did the Tribal Slivers deck play mana webs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them for doing so.
No, yeah, it just turns all your dudes into birds of paradise.
Yeah.
Seems good.
But I like the slivers. I'm also a really big fan, and me and Frump have
Fran.
easy. And me and Frump have talked about it. The 4 mana, I cannot think of the name of it for the life of me, but the Cascade Retrace card
Oh yeah.
for a
Yeah.
deck like Bloodbraid Elf is bad compared to that. In a deck like Panza, or
Right.
I've been like kind of fiddling around with a list for Renin Sticks
Okay.
and going like super assaults.
Yeah.
And because you basically get to just cascade into anything. Your land drops are never dead. And then there's also like the 2 mana enchantment, also forget the name, that lets all of your lands cycle for a red.
That card's insane.
The card's sweet too.
You wanna know
I
what's
don't know
even
how
better
good
than
they
that
are,
one?
but
The one that lets you discard a land to make a bear.
Yeah, that card's funny, but not.
well, yeah, no, that's in the deck too.
It's just the best card in the whole set, though.
Well, because that gets easy.
Dude, you're making
that
bears.
Gets around, like,
Was that
the-
reprints?
No.
No,
No?
that's like your fail safe, your plan B for the deck.
No, that is
wanna
your plan
play-
A plus.
No.
Make bears.
So-
The bear horde is coming.
yeah, if there's like a ley line of sanctity
Yeah,
on the
your board
battlefield or
out,
something like
No,
that,
you don't
that's
need
your
it.
way around it.
No, you
Wait,
just
so
you
is
just
this-
beat with bears.
Are we
Why
talking about the
wouldn't-
land deck that
What is this guy even
it's like,
talking
you
about?
keep discarding lands to pump the bird or whatever, or no? Because like I think that I forget the card deck's called.
No,
doesn't
there's,
matter.
You know what deck I'm talking about, or no?
Bears.
No. Do you know what
No.
deck I'm talking about?
I have no idea what
No,
I wasn't
I don't know what it's
listening.
called.
I'm too fixated
It's
on
like
the bears.
it's the deck where like you just pretty much pitch a bunch of lands to get the like you have a bird out there, and you have an enchantment that pitches.
Swans
lands.
of Bryn are gold.
Yes. God, I couldn't figure
Seismic
that one out.
assault.
Yes.
Swans.
Seismic. I was like, what is
Yeah.
the freaking card name? Yeah, seismic assault with the swan.
okay.
You know what's better than seismic assault? Making bears.
No, seismic assault is better.
No, it's
This is
not.
Yeah, you
Okay.
kill it at instant speed. You don't have to wait a turn to attack.
But you
with
can
a
make
bunch of
bears.
idiots. Yeah, they have to wait a turn and then die.
The
That's how
bears
that
won't
works.
let
Yeah.
you die.
Yeah, they certainly will.
Okay. Okay. So other cards that are really good. I mean, they gave us Flusterstorm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big one.
I mean,
Is
The
it
big
though?
one?
Yeah.
Like-
Literally the only card I can think it goes well against is
Storm. But at the same
Literally.
well,
time,
you got anti-storm.
Yeah.
but you have anti-storm, but then Storm plays it, so it's anti-storm for the storm that's gonna anti the storm.
Next
So,
level, yeah.
um,
Yellow dog, I heard
But
you like
so
Storm.
here's another reason why like Flusterstorm's a good card in general is that it's better mana leak if you're casting a lot of spells.
Correct.
Because it's,
Phoenix will
it's
play
one
it.
mana and it'll counter an instant or sorcery, and they'll have to pay like 3, 4, or whatever for it, right?
Well, yeah, but that's if there's a bunch of spells being casted.
Phoenix.
And like
So
granted, like
Phoenix,
modern games don't go
Storm.
too long, but
Phoenix and Storm can both play it.
yeah.
Phoenix is one of the best decks. That deck will 100% still play
Yeah,
Flusterstorm.
like I'm playing Flusterstorm in my main board of Storm now.
You think a deck like blue white would like sideboard it just for like
They would sideboard it for
the
Storm.
storm walls
Yeah.
and just say
Yeah.
screw you.
You can board it in against Phoenix too. Like it's good in
Also-
those decks and against those decks.
Also, if like Phoenix goes like turn 2 Morphos and then tries to go to play 2 more spells, you just counter the first one and then they have to pay a bunch for it.
Yeah.
Or you counter 1 mana counter the Manamorphose. I guess they have spell snare. Not smell snare, that's the token. Spell snare for that already, but you know, stuff like that.
No, yeah, like
Awkward.
Flusterstorm's like
Nah.
kind of just a given. Like that'll
Yeah.
see play.
It will.
That card's just way too good.
Especially
to
with
not
the
see
especially
Here's
with the
a
London
question.
Mulligan, because Storm's gonna get better with
Here, I
it.
got one for you. Are any of the swords gonna see play?
No.
Not much.
Not until
Not until
Stoneforge gets
Stoneforge
unbanned.
I don't think they'll see play even if Stoneforge gets unbanned, and I don't think they'll see Legacy play either because they are way worse
Yeah, they
in
are.
comparison to the old
Yeah.
ones.
EDH only.
They're not even on the same
Not
level.
even close,
They're-
yeah.
It's nowhere near comparison.
I'm trying to think of the other card.
The
Prismatic
Anti-Storm-
Vista.
That's one.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be good, but it's like what decks are really gonna play it?
So you know what I
Like,
think
blue,
it
white,
does
blue,
is
white.
it lets you really even better beat out a Blood Moon deck. If you're a multicolored strategy, if you're like a 3-color deck, it allows you to like play more basics if you're afraid of Blood Moon meta, that type of stuff.
Yeah, but a 3-color deck wouldn't want that.
It
They
could
have
though.
the
Like
other
it'll let
fixes.
you play more basics and then find whatever basic you need.
Honestly, I think it's more of an EDH thing, but that's just me.
I disagree there, 100%.
I think it's closer to EDH than modern, but I do think there will be modern decks that play it. Like again, like blue white would be fine to play it because otherwise they just have the 4 fetches to go and find either
Right, but it goes
one
and
of
finds
their
any of
two
them.
one of their 2 basics if they happen to be playing like Misty
It also
or something goofy
like it's a
that.
bit more fringe, but you can play 5-color with basics now.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you want to play one of each basic, lets you
but-
play around Blood Moon
but-
better.
so, like,
that's really what I'm saying. Is it
there's-
just lets
there's
certain
that,
decks
but you're gonna hit
play
that.
around Blood Moon better.
You're gonna hit that, and you're gonna have like a black-red card with a blue-white card, and like.
Well, that's
you're-
just the price of playing the 5-color deck.
Well, yeah, but like if you hit the Vista, you can only get a basic, and like that's why the 5-color deck is playing the dual fetches and getting.
Well, yeah, I'm just
getting
saying,
your
like, it
shock lands
allows
as
you to
far
play
as-
a different way if you're in a meta where a lot of idiots play mono red Blood Moon decks. Which, if you're going to an F&M, why wouldn't they? Because it's a super
Kinda have
cheap
to
type of
expect
archetype.
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like, it just allows you to play around that type of stuff better.
Yeah,
That's really what I'm getting at. I'm not saying it's like, oh man, format warping land. No, it's just, it
Yeah.
allows like certain strategies to play a bit more freely in that way.
I just don't see
Where
any
is your,
deck playing 3+ colors
Oh, he's
like
here.
playing that card.
I
think
could
it's
totally
only,
see him
like,
playing
dual
1 to 2
colors.
copies.
Agree to disagree.
I'm sorry that you're stupid.
Like-
but moving on.
No, like 1 to 2
See,
copies.
Frump,
that's-
even.
that's
It's
the
a
point of
basic
that.
untapped.
Unearthed.
It's any basic.
Yes,
I want to talk
we're
about
aware.
Unearthed.
Okay, you know what? I actually want to talk about that card too.
Unearthed is absurd.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unearthed is one of my favorite
That
cards
was
in the new
not
set.
supposed to be a card in Modern.
Yeah,
There's
it's
too much,
So
too many
what are-
targets.
What do we do with it?
You got Death Shadow, Young Pyromancer.
Oh, yeah, okay. You only had to say Death
Young,
Shadow.
here, let me keep going. Monastery Mentor.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a creature. It's one of the best creatures in the format. Tarmogoyf,
3 or
Grim
less.
Flare, in the rock shells. You know what I mean? Bob.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like Bob. I like Tarmogoyf.
Right, it's going to be in all these shells that are want to
That
do
shell's
the
really
yeah.
good.
You can bring
it'll
back
be,
a tireless tracker. That's huge game.
Flamewake
Oh yeah,
Phoenix.
it's 3 or less, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it also cycles.
It'll be played
Yeah,
in
that's really good.
Grix's what's the hollow one where they play Flamewake Phoenix. It brings back Flamewake Phoenix.
It brings
Flamewake Phoenix comes
brings
back on
itself
its
back.
own.
Yeah.
And
If
then it
you have
doesn't
a
bring
hollow
any.
one
The
out.
only other relevant thing in the deck it brings back is the Jackal, the one man
No, 'cause
guy.
some of them are playing like Swift Spears and stuff now too. They're playing more like the red blue like
Like a Grixis prowess type deck.
no, so they're playing like the same like spell package except for as like blue red Phoenix, but instead of like playing just things that make you draw, they're making like the draw 2 discard 3 where it's symmetrical.
I think I'd rather still just like play Golgari Rock.
Yeah.
That just sounds infinitely better.
I'm just saying, like,
That
I think
sounds like trash.
they will probably end up playing it because they're going more into like playing 1-drops and stuff to be quicker, and then also just like so play Swift Spear on 1, attack for like 1, on 2 you combo into Hollow 1, and then attack for 2, and then the next turn you're able to Flame Wake and stuff.
Or bring back a Geist.
That seems
bring-
like big game.
Could bring back Geist, but like then you're in
Make
Esper.
Geist great again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other
Esper
card.
Geist.
Esper Reanimator.
Oh my god.
You could bring back Spell Queller at sorcery
Oh,
speed.
At sorcery speed.
So hot.
Wait. We're in blue. We can play Quicken and then unearth at instant speed.
No, we're playing blue-white. If we're playing Esper, we got Teferi.
That's true.
Ooh. Talk dirty to me. This is something that from somewhere, wherever Frump is, he's in the bathroom like jerking it right now. He's like, oh man, Teferi and Unearth? Geist? Oh, nut.
Either that or he is so insanely red-faced and yelling at all of us.
Yeah, he's like, you trash
Oh,
fucking
Snapcaster.
players.
Well, we are,
Snapcaster. Flashback. Unearth.
Target Snapcaster.
Yeah.
Flashback unearth. Target Snapcaster. In response, I'll bolt my first one. Target
Jerking
Snapcaster.
it, huh?
We just built
Our
a
resident
combo
Pollock,
deck, boys.
thank you.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other cards that are really good. All the Painlands, all the new Canopy
Yeah,
Vistas.
that makes
called-
Burn
Horizon
really
They're called
good.
Horizon Lands. Right?
That's what they're called, is
Horizon
Horizon Lands.
That's what a lot of people are calling
Because
Okay.
Horizon Canopy was the only one we had before that.
And
Yeah.
they're-
Fiery
and
Island.
we're
And
in
Modern
Modern
Horizons,
Horizons.
so
Yeah.
the word is the same.
So, like Fiery Island's gonna be played in mono red or the red white one.
The red white one for sure will. You're gonna play 4 of that, and then 2 of the off-colored ones is what like a lot of the pros were saying. You want
Yeah.
6.
Do you play it in Phoenix?
Yeah.
Do you think
Probably.
Phoenix
You probably
I
play
actually
some
don't
number.
know because they don't play Shivan Reef right now.
You don't play 4.
They
Yeah,
play
but
Sulfur
Chivalry
Falls.
also doesn't have the option to get rid of it and draw a card.
Well, no. I'm saying like they play Sulfur Falls instead of Chivalry, whereas like Storm 100% is playing 2 to 4 of
Yeah.
in place of Chivalry.
You
'cause
know
they're
what's better
basically
than
the same
Sulfur
thing.
Falls? Fire Islet. For Phoenix?
Yeah, it's like
Yes
and
and
that's
no.
my point. Like, it's always going to enter untapped. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
Yeah.
as to where like Sulfur Falls has like you're
clause
gonna have
of
those
can enter
stupid
tapped.
the stupid games where it's like, oh, I have 2 of these in my opening hand and no fetch, no
Yep.
shock, like. So
No,
like
it's
this
just
is
infinitely
already
better
safer.
than Sulfur Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's safer and like it has that late game of okay, well I'll cycle this essentially for a land drop and 1 mana.
I got a question. So, does that Path to Exile card, is that an instant, the one with Overload?
I believe so.
Is that
I'm
card
not
going to see
sure.
play? I think that it's
think
it's
a
probably
really
a
good
one-off.
card.
Probably a 1 of.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably like your 5th Path to Exile that you can overload, right?
Yeah.
That's a card we'll see front playing.
A 1 of.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's,
Um,
well, he's playing like 3 different board wipes as it is. Why not add a 4th?
other than
I'm
that-
playing 8 Narcissus because she's so good.
Meddling Mage.
Other than that, like Altar of Dementia is really good because that's in
Yeah.
that Vengevine deck again.
That's a good card.
That card does not belong in any format.
It doesn't, it's
Because
really...
that card is not doing anything fair ever.
Yeah, no, Dan was like, because we're talking about like, because we're going to Pittsburgh in 2 weeks for the Modern Open, where it's Team Modern, and Dan's like, well, what are you gonna do about Vengevine? I'm like, a braid. And he's just like, well, like, what about like other things? I'm like, Force of Negation.
Why would you afraid of Vengevine?
No, not the Vengevine, the Altar of Dementia.
Oh,
Because like the altar kills me on turn 3. The bridge from below doesn't kill me till turn 4 because they like combo with bridge on turn 3
Yeah.
to make up infinite dudes, and then that gives me a chance to untap and combo off before they can kill me. Whereas Altar of Dementia just kills me on turn 3 because then they go pass and I can't draw a card.
Right.
Unless I have like exactly, I have to have Noxious Revival in hand and put a card on top of my library at my upkeep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Like that's the only way I don't lose on turn 3.
Yeah.
And he's just like, but what do you do? And I'm like, yeah, I braid it or I Force of Negation it, and then I don't lose and I untap and win.
Well, I mean, if we're going with the Force and Negation route, like, you're throwing away a card, too.
Yeah,
So,
but like
do you
it's
actually
probably like a
win?
cantrip at that point. It's something that I'm already set up to combo off, and
Fair.
you know
Fair. Your important combo cards are red, so.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
that's like all the most important cards, right?
What's the...
Collector, oof.
I
That
don't-
guy's really good.
Card's great.
The red
Oh!
planeswalker guy.
No, screw him.
Oh.
Red and 6 is
I don't
cool. No, Shenanigans.
Shenanigans!
Shenanigans is going to be
One of
so...
the best cards in the
Lantern
set.
is dead.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
oh, here's
Just
here's
2
a card
mana
that's
sorcery,
huge
destroy
for
a
Storm.
target artifact, dredge
Is,
1.
Weather the Storm,
Oh.
or whatever the card is called. Is it called Weather the Storm?
Yeah.
The green
Is what
one?
it is? Yeah. That's
we've
huge
talked
for.
about it.
Did we? That's
Yeah.
huge for Storm.
All he wants to talk
We're
about
talking
is
about it a
Storm
little bit.
because that's
But
the
it's
only
huge.
archetype he
I don't
knows.
lose them on a red.
Well, there's
Like,
that.
I legit can't
But
lose them on a red now.
here's
Are
a
there
fun
any other
one.
cards for Storm? Hey, come on in.
Here's
Move.
here's a fun one though. With Weather the Storm.
There he
Look at
is.
this motley crew.
Hey, buddy.
Holy cow.
But with
We
Weather
got-
the Storm, you get like there's those the Bolus's Citadel decks
I'll just lean
that
back.
can basically like go infinite and just play their entire deck. We're gonna ignore me now. That's great.
Hey everybody,
I hear
Brian's
ya.
penis is
No, I
joining the
heard
podcast.
I've heard
Observe.
it. I heard what you said,
Observe.
and
No.
like, I don't know. Bolus's Citadel's kind of a 6-drop.
No, it is, but
It is
there
a
are ways
6-drop,
to
yeah.
power it out. There are decks that play it, and
Mhm.
Weather the Storm just makes it really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you
Card's
can just
bad.
like get yourself down to 1 as long as you're not playing against like red,
Why would you ever
And
play
just-
Bolas' Citadel
There's no
in
plus.
Modern?
Because you can. Because of Weather the Storm.
because it's a combo deck, and that you just get to cast
Sounds
things
bad.
and play it off your library.
Yeah, but it's a 6-mana card.
I was high on it in standard until I realized how good Teferi 3 was, because it just bounces artifacts.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Dang, got him.
Who's that?
You think
It's
Um,
Polak here. IDK with that flavor of Monster. I don't think Brian really has a penis. I
Oh,
agree.
that
Brian
boomer-
doesn't have a penis.
Zero carbs.
Anyway,
That boomer juice.
He's over there
Boomer
drinking
scum.
Green Monster.
Okay. Anyway,
jamming
so
gummy
Narset,
bears.
Okay,
All
Narset
the
and
carbs in the world.
Teferi are kind of a problem in Modern too.
Which one?
Narset and Teferi.
Artha.
The new Narset's a big deal in Modern right now.
I haven't.
Narset's a big deal in every format.
Right.
Yeah, that's very
But
true.
like
I think Narset is more powerful
It's-
than Teferi.
right.
She's
Or-
level
or drop-
2.0.
in Modern,
Yeah.
in Modern, she's a huge deal.
Yeah,
because she
she's-
resolves and it basically says, "Wow, you usually draw more than one card a turn." Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
She's Leovold.
Exactly.
And that doesn't die to fatal push.
She's evil. It doesn't die to fatal push, and also like digs twice.
Mm-hmm.
What fucking more do you want?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She's Leovold plus like 2 activations of Search for SKM.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
exactly.
Right. What's the?
I was talking to Frump about this. I was like, Narset would be the most broken
I like when you
planeswalker
just see
ever
Tom's belly right
if
now.
she had a
No
+1 that just said +1.
Just Tom's belly's in the shot. No face. No face.
Just like make it talk.
You could just. Here's your baby. Okay. Anyway, what is the most powerful card in Limited?
All of them?
Are we talking about a specific set, Daniel?
What's the biggest
From the
creature there is?
Horizons.
Good
Yes.
clarification.
From Modern Horizons.
Uh,
Jesus. Thought that was kind of obvious based on the title of the podcast.
Sarah. I can
Being
tell you
Modern
it's-
Horizons in the new modern.
I can tell you it's not Hogak.
No.
Ren 6.
I don't know if that's the most powerful, but Ren 6 is good. It's not bad because it's like, especially if you get access to one of the Horizon lands and you can just draw a card every turn.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Ayula seems
Like-
pretty good.
From
Ayula's pretty good, yeah.
from what I've played so far, like slivers are really good, especially with all the changelings.
In draft, yes, and sealed, no. Like,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because like if you open a certain sliver, like you can make it happen if you get enough. But you need enough slivers.
that's
and
what I'm
changelings.
saying. It's like
Exactly.
you have to be. It's more convenient toward the draft.
Yeah. Otherwise, like the flying haste sliver is just a bomb.
Thing's
It's
insane.
so
I like the mono blue flyers deck. There's like enough flyers in mono, like in draft, where you could just be like deal with them, and your opponent can't deal with them.
I mean, yeah.
Like
That's-
that's,
that's
that's
like
like
running
it's
creatures.
always
Yeah.
it's always a viable.
You win every
option.
time.
Yeah.
It's always a
Play
viable
creatures,
option.
that's
Like
how you
every
win,
draft,
guys.
as long as there's
You heard
blue
it here
flyers,
first.
like
Like yeah,
But it has to be- it
if
has to
I'm
be in the
playing
right
blue
hands
this
of-
set,
it has to be
I'm-
the pilot of the right hands though.
If I'm playing blue in this set, I'm playing either like the blue-green snow stuff because it's actually way better than I thought it was going to be, or the blue-black ninjas because they're also very good. And especially like it's like a 4-mana 2/3, but you can ninjutsu for blue-black. Whenever a ninja deals damage, draw a card. That
Yeah,
card is
that's
so
insane.
dumb.
Have you done any limited, Bryant?
None.
None.
I watched a man open a case. That is my exposure to Modern Horizons. That's
I've
it.
looked at the cards.
I guess
extensively.
Hoguk is really broken.
Oh, good.
Hoguk.
Uh,
Hogak.
Embarrassing.
Wall Blossoms.
My-
We haven't talked about Wall Blossoms.
Why would we talk about Wild Blossoms?
Oh,
Because it's
scale
a
up.
great book.
Scale up. We missed that.
And Scale Up is a great card for the
Mike's
class.
over here.
I'm
with,
trying to
cute
bring it back.
cards. Yeah.
Wall of Blossoms is literally
There's
just
so many cards.
Scale Up?
Scale Up is
Scale Up.
ridiculous.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Turn your
Modern
Blighted
stays
Agent
if
into
Modern
a
continues to
6/4.
be
put that
linear,
on Inkmoth Nexus.
Scale Up.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
And then you go
Scale up
mutagenic
any-
growth,
any of the-
mutagenic growth, and then
any
you
of
go,
the-
I
yeah,
win!
like-
Any of the infect cards, yeah,
Yes.
that card's
Yeah.
really solid.
Well, except for
How's your day?
the green
I'm on
one,
vacation tomorrow.
Glistener Elf.
Yeah,
It
where
doesn't
you
have-
going?
Dominican.
It can't be. It
You
doesn't
hear
have
that,
any
everybody?
reasons,
Brian's
can't
going to
be
the
Oh,
Dominican.
You guys can all run rampant
Oh.
next week. You don't have to worry about me crushing your souls next Friday.
because it's sorcery, so you have to put it on something that can't be blocked with flies.
I mean, if they have a blocker, yeah.
Yeah, and probably in
Otherwise,
Modern on turn
on-
3 they have a blocker.
Okay, but on turn 2 you can
This
kill
is
them.
kind of like the Dice
No.
of Doomblade.
How are you
debate
getting?
right here.
How are you getting?
Yeah.
Okay,
Turn 1, land.
Oh, turn one,
Glistener
Glistener
Elf.
Elf, okay.
Turn 2, scale up, and
double mutagenic growth or whatever.
And
yeah,
we
exactly.
had Modern
Any of the
Groundswell?
+4s, yeah.
Groundswell.
So
But if
it's
we
like
had-
you're dead on turn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we had competitive Modern results since
No.
Horizons?
It
there hasn't
released
been a
today.
league or anything yet?
I'm pretty sure there has. Yeah.
It's been
because-
a
wait,
week.
Because that's how
Oh, 'cause it
everyone
was
found out
online,
Hogak and
yeah.
Altar Dimension are good
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know where to pull it up right now.
But yeah, that like
Go to MTG top 8.
I don't know what it was, but I know there were like 10 copies of that deck in
Of
the
the
top
Hogak
32.
deck?
Yeah, in the top 32.
And is-
So you're looking at a third of the field, a third of the top 32 being that deck. I think including the winner.
And what is it? Turn 2?
And it was.
Sometimes turn 2, mostly turn 3 kill. Is that where it's?
I'm
at?
not
Is that how
that
good it is?
familiar
It's
with it.
pretty
I
much
just
very
know
consistent
it's
turn
everywhere.
three.
All right, here's SCG
Sometimes you go crazy and
Invitational.
do a turn 2 kill.
Yeah.
SCG Invitational. This is with no new cards in this thing.
Yeah, then
It doesn't help.
that
us.
was released or pre-release weekend. Was it? Or
Boo.
was it release weekend? I don't know.
So what's the
Second
hate?
one.
I mean, other than like rest in peace, Leyline,
They don't care about it anymore.
they don't care about it.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like
Leyline
yeah,
or
Rest
Void.
in Peace is gonna suck, but like,
For what?
you can find a way to power out Hogaks.
sure.
You can play Ravenous Trap.
yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, a lot of
Ravenous
people are
Trap
playing that.
helps. Because then you just go, oh, look at all that stuff in your yard. Nah.
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 Just gone.
Ravenous Trap. It's one of the cards I might play one of.
Or
Yeah.
Leyline of the Void is always popular. You play it in any deck.
Especially with
the-
London Mulligan, you're going to see more of Leyline after
So-
the new set.
Let's talk about the London Mulligan rule.
Oh.
The new official rule of Magic.
Yes.
I've not played
More
any
of a
with it.
reason to
I've,
play
played it.
Leyline.
I've
either.
play tested with it a bit.
We
It's
get it in
fun.
a month,
Yeah.
June 12th.
More of a
Yeah.
reason for Leyline of the Void.
Oh, it's more reason to play like any card like that.
Graveyard
It's like
Shenanigans
off-color
are
ley
ridiculous.
lines.
All the ley lines, yeah.
Like anyone can play Leyline at Sanctity now. Like,
Mhm.
I think it'll make for more games of Magic.
yeah,
I think that we'll see less, mold a 5, 1-lander, and you
Yeah.
just get screwed, and then you never hit your other land drop. I think we'll
Yeah.
see more games of Magic.
You know
But
what I think?
I
it
think
really
we'll see
leans
more
its-
games of Magic in Standard and Limited.
yes.
I think we'll see less real games of Magic in
In
Modern
Legacy.
and Legacy.
It'll be more gold fishing into your
Exactly.
Yeah.
combo
Yeah.
deck. Or
Yeah.
That's why like
Turn 2 kill.
That's why like Moto for like a really long time when they were testing it on Moto was just basically in Legacy people playing Storm.
Sure.
Because basically you just get to mulligan until you find the 4 pieces you need to win, and then you win.
Your Sphinx of
And then-
Foresight.
And then
Yeah,
think
what
about
are
the
No, you're
dumb
looking
dice.
for Infernal Tutor, a
You're an
Lotus
idiot.
Petal, a
Shows my knowledge of
LED,
Legacy
and
right there.
any like ritual.
Sure.
And then once you have that, you just go like Lotus Petal, crack that, Cabal Ritual, make 3. Now you have no cards in hand. You use 2 of it for Infernal Tutor, then you can pop your LED. And then you can get Pass and Flames and just start going off.
So if Hogak and Bridge from Below is so oppressive in Modern, and it's gonna get even worse, right? With
I
the London
wouldn't-
Mulligan,
I wouldn't say oppressive, just because like it's
It's just fast.
early. We're
It's
early.
fast.
it's just fast.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's fast and like the format
We're in
has
week
not
1.
done any
So,
adjusting yet.
yeah.
Let
Sure.
me give you
Like, I've just
what I
sold
think
to it
the London
already.
Mulligan's actually going to do for Magic in the long term. I think it's going to make being matchup aware much more important
Yep.
for game 1.
It's gonna make, and then game 2, it's gonna make sideboards a lot more important too.
Correct. I
Because you're
think
gonna
it's
be able
going
to
to
mold
make
those
like
pieces.
the
You're
skill
talking
aspect.
like sideboards were not already.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
I'm saying
they're
they're
not
I'm saying they're going to be
listening,
more
stupid.
important to
Jeez.
have that
you
one
get
of
what I'm
card.
saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not
Yeah.
here.
I'm saying like it's gonna be more important to have that one of card that's good in a matchup because you can mold to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, in theory, yeah.
like playing one
Yeah.
leyline in the
Yeah.
void, like you could
That's,
try to
that's
find
what
it,
Mulligan
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you think about
But you
the-
get to look at 7 cards each time now.
Yeah,
Right.
you see more cards. You
Yeah.
just in every game you
Yep.
get to see more cards.
Yeah.
I don't need. I don't need
Yeah.
5 lands. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw 2
Re- Reanimator.
All right. But,
Reanimator
yeah.
is busted in Modern with the new Mulligan rule.
The Grishol brand deck.
Mhm.
Neoform.
Yeah.
That boss? No.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's-
Neoform
no.
deck too. The Neoform and the Grishol brand deck are both really stupid.
Well, that,
But the thing with the Neoform deck is like you're looking for a very certain set of like there's like 5
Right, you
cards
need
that you
3.
need.
You need Allosaurus Rider, Neoform. I'm blanking. I can't remember the other parts of the combo. And like a green card, and that's it. And then like
Well,
a
and
land.
lands.
Well, you
at
have
least-
to have
you need 2
lands. Who
lands.
count, all right, raise your hand here if you count lands as part of the combo.
I count them
I
as
do.
part of your opening hand if you're trying to kill
Oh,
someone
right.
on turn 1 or 2.
yeah.
But you also have a ton
So
of
you
dig.
need. That's what I'm saying is you need
so
those
you can
specific
go off
cards.
on like turn 2 or turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That deck will probably play the Horizon, the blue.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you need
Yes.
2 random green cards,
They're
Allosaurus
not-
Rider.
Like
Neo
they're trying to
2
kill
land.
you so fast that if their life total ever
The
actually
worst thing
matters,
I've ever
they
heard to
lose.
do. Unreasonable.
It's too much.
Did you guys already
Too
talk
much.
about where
Too
standards at? Or did you just jump right into
Explore
We're
the
just
vengeance
doing
of
Horizons,
Horizon.
yeah.
Alright, you know what, let's move on to standard for a minute, because modern's like a bad format and we've talked about it for a long enough
That's
time.
false.
And we're going to talk about standard.
Yeah, let's talk about standard, the
How-
best
how
format.
busted
Standard's been wild
crap.
lately. It's every week something different.
He's like, we're going offline now.
No.
We're done here.
Garbage
we are going to wrap it
format.
up soon.
So standard's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, so I'd like you guys to fill me in.
It seems like the metagame's moving really fast.
You can play Teferi
Yeah,
and win.
everything's changing.
Everything
Every-
changes about every
constantly.
week.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Arena's a big part of that.
Esper Hero's still the best deck.
Esper Hero came out of nowhere, although recently
That's for superheroes.
No, just Hero.
superheroes.
It's Esper.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah, with Hero Precinct 1.
Because you got super friends and superheroes.
But it seems like one of the big decks that's been on the rise is Bant.
Ugh,
And there's a
this
couple-
guy.
There's a couple of variations of it.
It's
There's
just
like
not
a
gonna
base
work.
ramp that just ramps with Nissa, and then goes into mass manipulation, that type of thing.
Okay.
Nissa seems to be a card that everybody's playing on. Like nobody was playing that card in week 1 of War of the Spark, and now it's pretty much everywhere.
What does she do?
She is a 5-drop. She makes a
Oh, yeah.
land
Into a
into a
3/3.
3/3 with vigilance,
And then her emblem is -8, and your lands get indestructible.
and you get all your forests out of your deck, and all your forests tap for double green.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay.
so a lot of
I
times
don't
she'll
care
come
about
down and-
indestructible.
Right.
No, her static.
I was worried about
Her
Oh,
static
okay.
is your force tap for double green.
Yeah.
Well, they tap for an additional green because you can make like
Yeah,
a
like
breeding
breeding
pool.
pool
You can make
can
a
make a green
blue
blue.
and then a green.
So a lot of times,
Okay.
if she survives a turn after she comes out, you've got dorks, you've got a handful of forests, and then she can, tap. You can tap a forest for 2 green, use her plus to untap it, and then
And
make
make
4
4
green
green,
out of
yeah.
it. So you can easily go from like 5 to like 12,
Yeah.
and then mass manipulation, put out a Crassus, that type of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And that deck has been, I would guess, the only deck that preys on Esper, because it goes bigger
No.
than Esper.
That deck and Jessica Walker's.
Yeah, Jessica Walker's is rough. They'll spell pierce all your stuff.
I'll be honest.
Just lose.
Let
Just
me
spell
tell you,
pierce.
I've counted the amount of games, not matches, the amount of games that I've played against Jeskai Walkers. I have played 17 games, and I am 0-17.
Nice.
It is a literally unwinnable matchup. Doesn't matter how much we sideboard. We played revealed.
It also helps
didn't
if
matter.
you're a better player, but
Well, we sat there. We literally sat there. It was me and Greg. We sat there with our hands revealed, talking through our lines because I'm like, dude, this can't be. Like you
And it's
mulliganed to
just
5 that
unbelievable.
last game, and he's just like, well, I don't know, man. You just play Thought Erasure. That card's so good. I'm like, but you're beating me literally every game.
I think it's
So-
because they're so much more efficient on their mana.
Exactly.
They're playing Spell Pierce, they're playing Shock. Their Saheeli is generating dudes just like your hero, and it also sometimes makes the dudes bigger.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they can race you that way, and then all of a sudden they get the combo kill where they get Sarkin and just win.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a huge problem. You don't have a ton of ways to interact at instant speed with
Fun.
them if they have to fit. Well, if it's fair.
It was bad, man. We sat there grinding
Good.
game after game. What's up,
Hey,
Deb?
what's up?
Just saying hi. It's hot as heck in here.
It's because of me.
It's damn it, that was my line. I was about to say it.
All right. But on that note,
On that note,
Standard sucks.
yeah, no.
Okay.
I
I
was
wanted
saying,
to go there. I just haven't played it.
I was gonna say that.
I think we're getting ready to call it a
we're
wrap.
gonna get ready to call it a wrap. We'll see you back for the podcast in 2 weeks from Pittsburgh.
Yep,
it'll
and we
be
will
me
be
and Dan
back at
Rapu.
7:15 for modern.
Yep.
Or standard.
Standard.
I might
not
bug you
modern.
on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.